that why you are screaming?
Come on, don't be a killjoy. Someone bought you gift.
Me?
Yeah, baby.
Hey, really?
Check it out.
Oh my god. He has done it for me. He has done it for me. What God cannot do does not exist. Oh my god.
Can be this glad.
Wow, see, yes, so the level of my joy cannot be quantified. You know how long I've been managing this.
Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Hypatia Olushio Tushuku, and on this channel I talk about faith, lifestyle, and gospel review. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. Also, kindly click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. In today's video, I'll be reviewing a movie titled Muddled. Muddled was written and produced by Joshua Bamidele. It tells the story of two sisters, Sister Rachel and Sister Karen. And Sister Rachel was proposed to by Brother Festus. But then for some reason, Sister Rachel refused the proposal. She didn't want to get married to Brother Festus. According to the story I told in the movie, Rachel and Karen had prayed about Brother Festus' proposal, and they had realized or come to knowing that Brother Festus was God's will for Rachel's life. But then Rachel refused to get married to him despite that. Brother Festus, on the other hand, was relentless. You know, he was praying for Rachel, you know, waiting on the Lord because of Rachel. and then he even went out of his way to save up to buy Rachel a phone because he realized that she needed a new phone just to show her his love and commitment. But then Rachel was not having it. Rachel didn't want to, you know, get married to Brother Festus. And then later on we saw that it was Valentine's Day, and then Rachel was given a tour around town by Brother Alex. So there's Brother Alex, and then while Rachel was out on a tour with Brother Alex, Karen, her friend, was in the house writing and daydreaming about her future with Brother Alex. And now Brother Alex is not in a relationship with either Rachel or Karen. And then Rachel comes back home and is gisting her friend how her day went, and then Karen gets to know that the brother that took Rachel out on a tour on a Valentine's Day was one and only Brother Alex. And then they get into an argument that almost resulted in a fight, if not a fight. And then Brother Alex comes in at that point, meets them outside, and then they act like everything is fine, and then he comes with good tidings. Guess what, guys? Just guess, eh? Brother Alex comes to see Rachel and Karen with 2 invitation cards, inviting them specially for his wedding as his close friends. So while Karen was daydreaming about Alex and Rachel was going around town with Alex, they weren't aware that he was even in a relationship, not to talk of getting married soon. So that was like the climax of the film. And then we saw how afterwards they now reconciled, that Rachel and Karen, they reconciled, and they were like, we are children of God, we should be fighting over your brother. And I feel like that's an issue that should be addressed, although the writer of the movie did justice to addressing that issue after the short movie. He spoke about that. You can check out the movie on YouTube, Muddled, where that moment where after they had done everything, and then Sister Rachel was sitting at a particular spot, and then it was like someone like her sat with her and was trying to make her see what she was doing. Okay, we saw that there was something that about Alex that made him attractive to her, but she wasn't willing to make that commitment. She didn't realize that someone had made a commitment into Alex's life, that Sister Gift, who he ended up getting married to. Someone had made a commitment into Alex's life that made him as attractive as they saw him and wanted him, right? But then so we saw that she wasn't willing to accept the raw state of Brother Festus, and that was where the problem was. She was emphasizing that the will of God is not a person, the will of God is not a person, the will of God is not a person. And then she was reminded that God can replace her, and God could and God will replace her if she's not willing to take up that position. For me, that's one vital thing that stood out for me in that movie, that despite the fact that God has desires, God has plans and purposes for our lives, when He presents these plans to us, whether it's in marriage, in career, in life, the choices we make daily, and all of that, the purposes he has created us to live out, right? When he presents these things to us, sometimes it may not look like what we want to do, it may not look like where we want to be, it may not look like who we want to be with, but the truth is that we have a choice. Just like Rachel, she could have chosen to accept Festus and then watch how the transformation will begin, because sometimes the will of God doesn't come in a perfect shape. Sometimes it will require pruning, it will require molding, right? So, but she had a choice to accept or reject the will of God. And the truth is that whenever we are faced with that situation, whenever we are faced with that decision to make, either accepting or rejecting the will of God, whatsoever decision we take affects our life greatly. So if we accept the will of God, it affects our life positively, because God is now going to begin to work with us in a new dimension. But then when we reject God's will in whatever sphere, we would see that God is going to have us replaced. Yes, God is going to have us replaced. If you reject God's will, God is going to replace you. So what is God saying to you? What is God saying to you about that issue, about that person, about that man, about that lady? It may not even be about marriage right now, right? What's God saying to you about that business? Are you willing to take that step of faith and go on to do it, despite the fact that it's not looking like it right now? What's God saying to you about that youth, about that young girl in your neighborhood that is as though everybody has given up on her, but God is telling you, keep investing, keep speaking positively into her life? What is God saying to you about that young boy in your life, or not, maybe not your life, but maybe in your neighborhood or in your school? And God is telling you, you see this boy, don't give up on him, just keep praying. You don't have to speak to him, just keep praying for him. You know that if you neglect those simple instructions, if you neglect those simple things, God is going to raise up someone else to do those things, because the will of God will be done on earth. But I pray that you avail yourself to God to do His will. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Like this video and share it in the comment section if you have watched the movie, if you have Christmas in advance.